Hi, my loves, and welcome to a new episode of our beautiful series of talking about the planets, the zodiacs, and the houses. And today it's all about beautiful, lovely Venus, Taurus, and the second house, where it's all about, like love and money and worthiness and yeah, you're like creating the beautiful, wealthy, and abundant life that you deserve. So let us start with Venus. So Venus is our planet of love, like it's female energy, it's like female power, and it's like not that like the moon is, because the moon is also like the energy of female nature and stuff like that, but with Venus it's more like being sensual and romantical and like really desiring something. And it's a very beautiful topic, and this is also the energy of Venus. So like normally we experience Venus energy as very soft and beautiful and inspiring and empowering, like it connects us with what we love. So it's not only like the planet of love and relations, stuff like that, but also the planet of what you love, how you love, and who you love. Alright? So you can take your birth chart and just have a look where is your Venus placed. And then you will already like receive some informations of what you love, which topics appear, which energies are very connected to how you love as well. Like really get into it. And maybe maybe you also have people around you that are or have the sign of where your Venus is placed in, because this is usually what we love. And for me, it's not only like connected to the topic of love in general, but also to our life purpose. Like Venus is one of our 5 personality planets, and all of these 5 personality planets create together, of course, our personality of who we are, what we want, how we get into movement to achieve things, all of this stuff. And of course, I really think that all of them are very important when it comes to our life purpose of what we do for a living, for example. So I highly recommend to choose a job or to create a business of knowing and doing what you love. And this is what you read when connecting with Venus energy. Alright, so this is a very interesting topic, and like also we feel the energy of Venus also like each and every day, and Venus is changing her energy every 19 days, so you can always like calculate with 3 weeks to make it more easy. So every 3 weeks the energy is changing, and we experience, for example, like if Venus is in chatty Gemini, we desire to more be social and to connect with people, to communicate and to talk also about love and all of the stuff. While if Venus is, for example, in, let me take Pisces, who is highly sensitive and also like emotional, feeling a lot, we connect also more with topics of our big picture of life, of how we want to create more peace and love and harmony. We are really desiring to act, like out of harmony, to create harmony, to be aligned with people, but also nature and the universe and all of the stuff. So it's very, very beautiful. And like we also experience like one a Venus return a year, and this is when the Venus comes back to the exact position where she was when you were born. So this is for everyone, different. So it depends on your Venus. And at this Venus return, like this also, the energy lasts for about 3 weeks, but it's very intense when it comes to the exact date of, your Venus return, the exact degrees. So in this 3 weeks, or in this period of time, we also experience a kind of change or movement, and even more supportive energy when it comes to the topics of love, of what we love, how we love, and who we love. So maybe you desire more beauty or a change in beauty, because Venus is also the planet of beauty, of everything beautiful, you may experience a change of your beauty. For example, in these 3 weeks, we mostly appear more beautiful to our outer world, because this is our very own renewal, you know what I mean? And maybe you feel having to go to the hairdresser, or you dye your hair, or stuff like that. Maybe also it changes, your perspective changes on what you desire, who you desire. Maybe you make changes in this time. So be very conscious and aware at the specific time around your very own Venus return, because this is also this already gives you hints, and this is crazy. This already gives you hints on how your whole Venus year will be. So if you decide to take great care of yourself in these days, you will also do it more in the whole year, if you decide to make a change, this change will have big affection to your whole year and stuff like that. So I really think that this is very interesting. So when it comes to Venus, just remember that she makes everything very lovely and beautiful. This is what she wants to create. She wants to create beauty and love, and she wants you to enjoy life at your best. And this is the whole Taurus and Venus energy, also the second house. So also remember, everything that she's connecting with will be more lovely, more sensual, more romantical and beautiful. As you see, I'm a big Venus fan, and this is because I'm a Taurus and I'm very connected to all of these Venus topics. I really love this and I totally get it. This makes so much sense to me, also all of the Taurus energy. So I will tell you a little bit about Taurus energy. Alright, so Taurus is the second of the zodiac sign, and it's ruled by the element Earth. And we have 3 element Earth ruled zodiac signs. The others are Virgo and Capricorn, and Taurus is the one that is most connected to the topic of, or to the connection to Mother Planet Earth. Taurus is the sign of Mother Planet Earth, and it's the most earthy sign. So of course it's a very natural sign. It's very important to find beauty and wellness and self-care in nature, and to work with all natural resources. So it's very aware of how to live. This is Taurus energy. It's also a fixed sign, what means that it loves to create security. This is also Earth, to create a security, a base where everything is allowed to grow. Therefore it's also a long-term thinking sign. Everything they do, they do it very in a very consciousness, and they want to create something meaningful, something high quality. So high quality natural resources and high aesthetics are very important to Taurus people, or to Taurus energy. High aesthetics because of Venus. And as they also are like a fixed sign, they are very strong-willed. So if they want something, they want it very hard and they do everything to achieve it. Like this is why Taurus people can be very stubborn. Like if they want something, they want it and there's nothing against it, And also if they have an opinion, this is their opinion. And it's very hard for Taurian people to also like forgive or to say that they made a mistake, for example. And why it's hard to forgive is because Taurus is also the most loyal sign of all. So, like you already see like the connection. So Taurian people love high quality, something that lasts for a long time. They also think long term. So this is what they also desire in their relations, in their friendships, in their partnerships, like they won't have, like too many friends because they only want to connect with those who are true, those who they can believe and trust, this is very important for Taurus people. Because Taurian people are also like those, like they are also like very sensitive, very like highly sensitive as well. They feel a lot and also like they give a lot. Like giving is like a major part of Taurus people, but also only if receiving it in the same or nearly same or even bigger amount in return. Like first they always give. But also this is what they want, like they want gratitude, back from the people that they are supporting and, like helping and stuff like that. And they give a lot and they give it like freely. They love to give, they love to create something beautiful. But if you hurt them or do something very badly, or if you, let me say, if you do something that breaks the loyalty code, or if you use their kindness and gentleness, like better run as fast as you can. Because, like Taurus people, as they give a lot and they always want the best for others, they are, they not say that much what they truly think, they keep it to themselves, like they say, okay, I don't want to create any, like conflicts and stuff like that. They shall do whatever they want. I have my own opinion, but I'm not the person that, like is in the middle of the center and is like sharing the whole time what the person is thinking about. But if, if you're doing things again and again and you are hurting this person or you are not conscious or whatever, Taurus will explode. Like if it's too much, it's too much, and then better run and never come back again. Because if you do something very hurtful and painful to them, it's hard for them to forgive, and they make like very clear cuts. Like they want quality. So if they can trust you, why should they connect with you? Like there's nothing that they want to give their energy in, because they are doing everything with 100%. And if you not value it, you're not worthy enough to speak to them. Like this is subconsciously how a Taurian person acts. Of course, you always have to be aware of which other energies are around. But as we already talked about the topic of worthiness, of self-worth, like this is a big topic when it comes to Taurus, because Taurian people are very sensual. They love to enjoy every second of their life. This is also why they are sometimes lazy, because they want to have the beautiful life and they want to enjoy it at their best. Like they are 100% into working, but also into just chilling and eating the best food and eating ice cream on top and all of the stuff, like chilling in bed, enjoying Netflix, like watching the whole series in one day, like things like that. Like Taurian people can also be like very extreme. So like it's everything about being worthy to have the beautiful life, to create it, and connecting with something beautiful. Like they want to create something beautiful and something that will last. So long-term thinking. If we think about the symbol of Taurus, I really think like this is so crazy. Like I was the happiest person when I got this message. The symbol of Taurus is like a circle, and then you have like a crescent moon on the top of the circle. And I always thought it symbolizes just like the head of the ball, but like the main background of it, or the main symbolism around it, is that the circle is symbolizing the sun, and like the horns are symbolizing the crescent moon, and the crescent moon is lying on the sun, creating like a cup, and this cup of the moon represents I'm ready to receive. This is also this is a symbolism of the topic of self-worth, of love, of fulfillment, of wealth and abundance, because this is what Taurian people want to create in their life, not only for themselves but also for others. This is why they love to give, but also to receive it in return, to also fill their cups. So I really think that this is so beautiful, that because the crescent moon together with the sun, like this is how we manifest with the sun and the moon, and this is how we create wealth and abundance, to work on being worthy to receive and to create all of it. Okay, so let's get to the second house, because otherwise I would talk until tomorrow. So of course, as well, like the second house is also very important and connected to all of these topics. Like in the second house, you can read a lot about your own self-worth, as this is the topic, like how much are you worth for yourself? Like if you have, for example, Chiron in the second house or in Taurus, you may have a lot of self-worth issues. For example, if you have like Saturn, the universe wants you to learn something about these topics, about self-love, but also about, like money. Like the second house is the house of material financial security. All right, like here you can read how you are connected to finances, to money. So, I really think it's a beautiful topic, because money is important. And many of us always have like a very weird connection, and sometimes also bad connection to money. And I was the same person as well. But with money, you can create an even more beautiful life, not only for yourself, but also for others. You can do more good things when having more money. If you don't have money, you can't support animals who need your support, for example. So, big topic, just have a look which planets are in the second house, also in Taurus, and try to connect it. So it's a lot about self-worth, also your values. What do you value? Just have a look which sign is connected to the second house. For example, if you don't have any planets in the second house, just look at it in which sign it is in, because this is also what you love, what you value, what is connected to all of these topics. And if you have like many planets in the second house, for example, it may be very important for you to achieve material security, for example, to have enough money to do whatever you desire, to create a beautiful life. Maybe if your sun is in the Second house, it's very important for you to always have, you know, like financial background, you know, and it's also like kind of very important to always, you know, like have like something like a home, or, you know, like to have security around you, and to have it in also material things, for example. So if you have like the lunar nodes connected to the second house, like the south node, for example, in the second house, you have to leave the way of thinking that you need material security in order to feel worthy, and you have to go to experience and empower spiritual security, your inner soul security, for example. So a lot of things to talk about when it comes to these topics. I think it's very beautiful. The crystals of Taurus are, of course, like rose quartz for love, self-worth, and citrine as well for wealth and abundance, for manifesting. So our crystals to work with. And yeah, have a look at your birth chart. Let me know if this helps you. And in the following video, we are entering Gemini energy, as well as communication, of how we communicate with Mercury. Mercury, big topic, of course, and the third house. All right. So I'm excited for it. I wish you a beautiful morning, day, or evening whenever you're watching it, and I send all my love to you. Mwah. A lot of Taurian kisses.